So now Itadori and Toto are gonna link up to take the stairs, and Mahito is just standing there like, darn, they caught me. No clue why you looking like that. And this next
all right, we got us a new super video. This is the day Yuji Itadori had enough of God, I forgot how to pronounce this shit. Rage baiting, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I meant, you know what I mean. All right, let's get it.
Oh yeah.
Now mind you, chat, this edited this in one day. 27 minutes of video in one day. He was supposed to be at DreamCon. He was editing.
This is one of the many signs Mahito had to go. He got two-faced, Nanami, fighting for his life against all these transfigured humans. It was looking like round 70 of zombies. He had to use everything left to live. And after all that, this man Mahito's just standing right behind him talking about, I've been here the whole time. Son hit the face that screams, all's my life I has to fight. I'm watching like, how can a man be so wicked? Look at him, he's been through enough. And you still have the audacity to give him an extra obstacle with no prize at the end. And he's been doing villain shit like this all season. I hate him. But thank goodness, this is the video of his downfall. So Itadori's gonna come down the stairs and watch Nanami's death firsthand. Had Itadori
crazy
staring off at him like he about to go Super Saiyan 2. But instead of transforming, he did a whole lot of yelling out of anger. A normal villain would just let him carry on and say nothing. But not him though. That boy said,
"Don't have to shout! I can hear you fine! Yuji Itadori!"
With that big ass grin, rage baiting in real life. Itadori couldn't stand it any longer. He starts running at him. No plan, no nothing, just straight anger. My boy's literally tripping. But he knows if he falls right now, there's no recovery. So he gets back up and take a good look at his face right now. He running into the fight like season 1 Midoriya. Not a single shred of confidence. They both running like they know they're about to get hurt. Mahito's gonna nonchalantly throw this wall of flesh. And Itadori comes in.
Look at how he just flicked that motherfucker. Like, he don't give a fuck that these is like dead ass people he keeping in his pocket. He don't give a fuck. Nigga just what the fuck is it? You psychopath?
They know they're about to get hurt. Mahito's gonna nonchalantly throw this wall of flesh, and Itadori comes in with the punch and he just couldn't do it. What was me? Face at. Mahito's gonna go on the offensive, using spikes to try to get Itadori, but he breaks through them. And behind the wall, he's conjuring up this Orochimaru type snake attack, which he launches at Itadori. And he looked this straight in the eyes and stood 10 toes and opened his arms to catch it. I'm watching like, yeah, nah, he must think he's Superman or something. And it was a case of unstoppable force against a very movable object. He gets pushed off the spot, and as he gets sent sliding back, having the bottom of his shoe looking like this, checks shaved off his Nikes, Mahito's gonna pop out like this, trolling him yet again, tongue
this
out and
nigga's so
everything.
unserious.
Ain't this shit a game? And while Itadori's sitting there being angry, he's gonna catch one square to the face and get sent barreling back onto the
God damn.
Angry, he's gonna catch one square.
God. Good lord. God damn.
Square to the face and get sent barreling back onto this pillar, leaving this huge slash on his face. And Mahito's not giving him the chance to breathe as he tries ramming into the pillar and is hitting this superhero land as Mahito comes out the human flesh with this big ass grin on his face, holding his blade hand out. Yuji ducks under real low to avoid another slash on his face, but of course he's still bleeding from the first one. And Mahito's just trolling him some more, counting the amount of bodies he caught.
Caught 3 bodies in one day. I think they call that a hat trick. Cooling with my twin, we look like SpongeBob and Patrick.
Oh,
and if
hell.
you forgot who this is Junpei, one of the friends Yuji made in season 1.
Oh, that is. Oh my god, bro. This nigga's actually fucking sick. This nigga's so sick, bro. Oh, no, yeah, nah. He needed this fade, bro.
Patrick.
And if you forgot who this is Junpei, one of the friends Yuji made in season 1. He failed to save him, and he's over there re-killing him just to get under Yuji's skin. This is the definition of evil. And this guy Itadori like, yeah, you get your last out. I got something for you. Itadori's gonna square up, and Mahito's gonna use the flesh wall to cram the space. I know the claustrophobic watching this sweating bullets right now. It gets to the point where they both start strafing, and Mahito's gonna throw a jab. And bro, how are you this lost in an environment you created? That was you. There's no room in this bitch. There's very few places he could be. Mahito's gonna catch a kick, and it's revealed that Itadori was up above. Impact was so crazy that he got his leg in the air, giving him a face of
long, goddamn long ass foot.
You know, this was one of the few times the Mappa animators were in the studio smiling, laughing, because in the next few frames they had him looking like this. Then this, and ended off with him looking like that, looking stupid. This how my ranked teammates look playing the game. Talking about some, nah, how you know I use Moon Knight? Itadori's gonna kick him in the wall twice, put his back to the wall, and hit the flesh wall with so much force that he ends up pushing it back. Had the power scalers grabbing the nearest TI-84 to start calculating how strong he is. Mahito's gonna walk back and create these Mario Party obstacles, but Itadori wasn't phased, gave the wall 2 more jabs, causing it to start tweaking out even more. As the blades pass by him, Itadori charges up a punch and puts a large dent in this wall. I'm like, damn, my fault, Superman. Didn't know we moving like that. Mahito throws 2 more obstacles to which Itadori weaves, hitting the absolute cinema, and Mahito's over there partaking in his own obby. Jumps up and tries to dunk on him. Itadori's gonna hop up though, tries stomping on him, but the hand out this wall stops him, getting him right where Mahito wants him. He gets sneaked by the first punch, but 1 is all it took before he understood it. He weaves the next 2 and stomps down on Mahito with his other foot, causing him to kiss the ground, and bro hits this devious smile as he closes the wall in on him. They're both gonna break out of it, hitting the edit walk, and that was pretty much round 1 of the fight. Cause after this, they went into commercial.
Bourbon sauce. And brown sugar bacon.
Nigga.
And Angus steak.
Hello?
And a top bun.
This shit
This
ass.
shit nasty as fuck.
And then it comes back to Mahito just blasting at Yuji. I genuinely didn't know he could even do that shit. Look at the flashes. How does he have gunpowder in that shit? After missing every single shot because he has clone trooper aim, he turns into Luffy, trying to stomp him out with an oversized leg.
Oh no.
Mahito is trash as hell. How can you not hit a man running in a straight line? Just leave the attack in front of
Right,
him.
yeah, right, exactly. Attack where he's gonna be, not where he was. Dumbass nigga. It's that simple.
He making this look like a boss battle on easy difficulty. Just leave the leg. There was one attack he did that made him dodge. It was when he threw this miscellaneous ass object. Congratulations, he actually had to change direction. Yuji's gonna take it and throw it at him though, causing Mahito to slice it into pieces. Looking like he got the dice fruit, that weak ass devil fruit. The only thing I seen worse is the man who ate this shit. He saw this fruit and thought it was gonna put him over the mountaintop, but instead he ended up losing his ability to swim to be this shitty giraffe. I know Zoro was looking at him like,
Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
shit's sad. He probably had to lie to himself every day, talking about some, no, this fruit tough.
This
The
fruit
next
tough.
time we see Yuji, he's on the elevator going down to the severed floor. Mahito punches through with a kingpin-sized fist, and Itadori punches him right back to avoid getting crushed, breaking the metal ropes and causing them to free fall. Then Mahito's gonna chop through the elevator looking like a Decepticon with these red eyes.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be a little scared. I'd be in that elevator, just a little shaken up. Not gonna lie. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a little intimidating. I'll be a little shaken up.
And waltz his way in. Itadori's getting ready to smack fire out the back of his head, but Mahito's gonna twist his head, smiling all the way through. And his next
That
move
nigga
is
is
very
tweaked
concerning,
out.
because he's gonna move in for a kiss of death. And look how disgusting.
What the
he's
fuck?
looking now. Man say, yeah, you gotta back up. Balls up his fist and gut checks Mahito. He gonna hit the back of the elevator, tongue out, freaky as hell. And when he gets hit with the elbow, you just see him smiling. He's
This nigga
really in this
tweaked
bitch
out,
thinking he's
bruh.
Heath Ledger. Boy, you are not the Joker. He's gonna do an ace type move, putting a giant hole in his stomach to avoid the attack. Then he's gonna try to attack Itadori from both sides.
With them
but
damn
he
swords
dodges
again.
it and hangs onto this metal rope right here, completely leaving. And then Mahito unleashes an attack that covers the whole elevator. I was wondering how Yuji was gonna get out of this, but they didn't show us shit. Next frame we see he's just out. I was like, alright, my fault, Houdini. Never revealed the secrets. Mahito's gonna come out the elevator with the blick out and his left foot on dental, aiming at Yuji. Firing, but Yuji punches the poor soul away. But as it's fading away, it's gonna launch an attack, causing Yuji to partake in parkour. He jumps onto the steps, and he has his fist charged up waiting to counter the next attack. Mahito's gonna use the master hand attack and try to slam down, and Yuji breaks out of it.
Jesus.
And the next thing you know, Mahito's hitting the jets. He's out of there. Yuji's gonna chase after him and turn this corner, and we see these humans who just have
We just know, like, it's... I dead ass did forget about these niggas. They're cooked, bro. They're cooked. They're so cooked, bro.
Happen to still be in the subway, and they're just sitting there conversating like it's any other day. I'm watching like, bro, did they not hear the screams of terror? Bro, hide or something. Why are we loitering around the steps? This is the shit that Charles Darwin be talking about. I already knew
Natural
it was
selection.
Mahito sees humans as eat and interact as objects. He's gonna use his IQ and creativity for pure evil. Uses this guy's body to sneak a left onto Itadori and has him sliding.
Jesus.
And the shit he does to the next guy is just flat out unnecessary, because he's gonna turn him into a sword and not even use him. Man,
bruh, didn't even use him, bro.
flat out unnecessary, because he's gonna turn him into a sword and not even use him. Mans became a soul eater character for no reason. While that's happening, we figured out that Nobara is fighting a clone of Mahito, and she is absolutely cooking his shit. Dude must have thought he was Naruto and could send a clone in to handle his light work, but instead he screws himself over as she lands an attack that affects Mahito's actual body, leaving him vulnerable. And Yuji wasted no time. Look at his eyes. The opening literally got him seeing red.
Okay, you know how I said I'd be a little scared? This right here, I'm fucking frightened. Oh, hey, you got a big dog. I ain't even, boy, nigga said a little bit of poop would have, nah. Boy, a full diarrhea would have came out my ass. If I seen this motherfucker, bro. Shitting. He
gut checks him and it has him lobbed up in the air, and Yuji switches the pivot to get a better angle for the ass whooping. He gets a clean one right to the face and another clean one to the lower left. He hits him in the face, causing Mahito to hold his arm out like he a zombie, pushing him back, and Mahito's like, please stop, looking like him right now. And they both got the same result and never stopped the assailant. He kicks him to the wall like he Emma Frost and one straight headshots, then lands one to the abdomen, then a neck shot. And I'm like,
yo, that neck shot was that motherfucker was crucial. That nigga's trachea is gone, bruh. His trachea is gone. I don't even know how it's still alive. Look.
To the abdomen, then a neck shot.
Yo, he didn't even punch him like regular. He put the holy, nah, bro. Look at him. Look, bro. He ain't smiling no more. On God, he ain't. On God, he ain't.
Neck shot. And I'm like, yeah. All that trolling done caught up to him now. Wipe that smile clean off. And Yuji saw the white eyes and said, nah, wake up. Grabbing his shirt and his hair and slams him to the wall. And he's gonna stare at him with the focus of a blue lock striker and performs the greatest spinning hook kick of all time. Look at that follow through. Crisp. He bounces off the glossy finished floor, hitting the pillar for the second time. And Yuji's like, yeah, here we go again. Yuji's gonna fly in with a double punch, causing bro to start leaking blood through his eyes, nose, and mouth. He's gonna wind up a punch from way back, and this gotta be one of the most bipolar shits I've ever seen. Cause he's gonna swing with all this anger, and when the attack lands, he's calm as shit, happy as hell. Where did all that anger go? You would think the job is finished, but nah. That misleading calmness meant nothing for these next vicious attacks. He's gonna hit him with the strong left, setting the tone. And man, the ass beating was looking straight like Broly versus Frieza. Mahito was catching every hit, getting stomped on. Like bro, the punches were making his skin get peeled off. And to end it off, they gave him a wallpaper-worthy frame.
That frame was nasty.
Staring at the screen, proud as hell. Meanwhile, Mahito's clone is not feeling up for any challenge right now, so he runs off from the fight. Unlike Naruto's shadow clones, he's not trying to experience death, so he's getting chased down by Nobara. And the camera pans back to Mahito and Yuji, and we see that Mahito's able to move around again. He splits himself up into these monsters and creatures and runs in multiple directions, confusing Itadori. He chases down one of the little shits, and the distraction was enough for the real Mahito to get away. And I may hate him, but his evil plays are undeniably great. He's gonna lead these two right to each other. For one reason and one reason only.
He's a bitch.
To piss off Itadori. The clone is leading Nobara to the real one, and Mahito is leading Itadori to front row seats of the crime scene. He could do nothing but watch as he palms her face. He knew her life was in Mahito's hands, and it gets him angry. So he rocks Mahito's clone like the first guy who encounters the gorilla, and turns to see Nobara holding the left side of her face like she got the illest Mangekyo Sharingan.
Yeah, bitch.
You are not Itachi. Then they start to show her pass for the next 10 minutes, and I'm watching like, yeah, she's done for the season. Mahito's gonna activate the attack right in Itadori's eyes, and she falls down, breaking Itadori down mentally. He's sitting there sniffling like that one Shannon Sharp clip. Meanwhile, Mahito's running a mean route, not that Spencer James shit, that weak ass move, to close the distance on Itadori, and hits him with a black flash, sending him back, and he's gonna hit him with a Mortal Kombat get over you. Extends his arm to grab him, pulls it back, and throws him into the wall. And then after Mahito was like,
I'm not finished.
he didn't forget that ass beating you gave him a couple minutes ago. So he grabs his collar and throws him to another wall.
Jesus.
Then he kicks the shit out of him,
Jesus.
causing him to spit out blood like a water hose. Then he's gonna grab the back of his shirt and hit him with Hulk animation, then punch him away. Never would I think that Mahito would be doing that shit to Itadori. He definitely has a sleeper build. But even after all that, he still wasn't finished. Mahito grabs his collar and starts doing him like how Batman does a civilian if they jaywalk, beating the shit out of him. And after he was done, he was ready to hit him with the finisher. Turns his hand into a scythe, brings it down, but we hear a clap. And Itadori is no longer there. This man Toto's gonna pull up with the clearest entrance as the camera pans to him. Son hitting the praying emoji into the slow motion. I thought it was being exaggerated because it was zoomed in, but nah, they zoom us out and he's really walking like that. And Mahito's sitting over here like this, like he doesn't see him, walking across back there. Toto's gonna tell Itadori to get his ass up, but Itadori's not up for it. He's sitting there crying in a fetal position, so it's up to Toto to protect him. Mahito comes into the kill, but Toto's not playing around with him, and the face tells it all. Mahito's gonna try to rush back in, and Toto's gonna jump up, headed down, bouncing Mahito off the ground, and it had me rising out of my seat. Just look at the setup. This was a perfect lob, but it was clear he wasn't built for this. Lights were too bright for him. So he makes them switch places. And what is this Persona 5 cut-in they just did? That's how you know these animators are in there sweating. Got them reminiscing about their days of leisure. Anyways, Mahito's gonna try to sneak Toto. He dodges and he turns himself into a whole Beyblade. He's just out there doing anything. He tries to crush him, but Toto's gonna hit a spin move into a punch, and Mahito turns his torso into a spike trap. So Toto's like, alright, I'm not dealing with this. And Mahito
I'm not dealing with this.
but he switches spots again. And it's just now starting to get tiring for Mahito. Look at the side eye. That's that I got something for your ass. Look. And
That nigga's, he like, alright, bro, stop.
starting to get tiring
Stop all this clapping, bro.
for Mahito. Look at the side eye. That's that I got something for your ass. Look. And he did. He manages to drop a soul where he once was before being switched, and it almost gets him. But that reaction speed is lethal. And now that he's off guard, it got Mahito overly geeked, looking like a Colgate commercial. Chip Skylark don't even smile this hard. Toto claps his hands, and we got Itadori standing there like he going freeze, hitting that rock, paper, scissors. But it's just rock though. He's gonna shed a singular tear, which is very tough by the way, and proceeds to hit him with a black flash, sending him flying all the way back, skipping on the floor looking like this. And when he gets up, you see that his arm is mangled. And instead of falling up on that, Itadori and Toto are just gonna decide to stand there and take a flick.
Wait, what did I say? Me and Buddy got chemistry, smooth as butter. Tell him, twin, hard. That's my dog. Who made you this weak ad caption, Killer B? Okay.
Just letting him recover. But now it's time for them to do what the show is known for. Jumping. And this is what I like to see from JJK. These characters know there's real lives at stake. Ain't no room to play around and run the ones.
Oh God,
Unless
jump these
your name is
niggas.
Satoru Gojo. Then you could fool around a bit and just be happy he's on the good side. Mahito's gonna run at both of them with no fear in his soul. Hits Yuji down, making him sit there like he got crossed by Steph Curry. Then he whacks them both out the frame.
Damn.
And this right here is clean work. Itadori's gonna jump down and Toto's gonna swap to block the hammer. He pushes it off, then claps. Then Itadori's gonna hit a front handspring.
Oh my,
To kick
oh my
Mahito right in
God.
the gut, and it sends him flying.
Jiu-jitsu
back. And the
jumping.
sequence got him smiling like he Goku, and the fight is just getting good. Then he looks up in shock to see two rocks soaring in the air, switching to both Toto and Itadori. He sees the creativity and is filled with straight glee. He really think it's not his last day. I'm crying. Itadori is thrown with so much force that he turns into a black ball looking like Shadow. And he crashes down, breaking the ground, causing
Jesus.
And while they were falling,
This nigga
Itadori
is
did not
really
break eye
smiling,
contact,
too.
And that had me convinced that he was locked in. until he chased him for like 2 seconds and lost him. How do you lose him that fast? Mahito's just in the back giggling. And again, even though I despise Mahito, this is a great battle of IQ. He manages to sneak in a clone and completely catch him off guard. But if it wasn't for Todo as an elite duo swapping his body with the rock, he would have gotten crushed. But now it's time for them to fight together. And this next scene goes a little too fast, so I gotta slow it down real quick. Mahito's gonna try attacking Todo, but he swaps places, grabs Yuji, and throws him at Mahito. But Mahito hits some Luffy shit, extending his legs so Yuji goes through it and turns into a ball, getting ready for the next attack. Mahito tries hitting Itadori, and Todo tries to surprise him, but it gets absorbed and he's able to dip out. So now Todo's just in the air.
The slowdown is so
said,
crazy because this happened actually so fucking fast. You really dead ass have to pause it, bro.
And just kicks him away, letting us know it's not a crutch, it's a choice. He then sends in whatever the hell this is, and both Itadori and Todo are lost to what the fuck that's supposed to be, and just lets it go by. Mahito's gonna pop up in the air after all that buffoonery, and use buffoonery to initiate another stage change, breaking the floor below them and sending them down. And now, hold up. Looking at this right now is low-key reminding me of the backdrop where Iron Man fought.
Oh, dead ass. It really does. When they jump that nigga. Hey, jump this nigga.
Looking at this right now is low-key reminding me of the backdrop where Iron Man fought Bucky and Cap. And Mahito must have felt the bad omen, because he constructs this level 50 boss to send at him. He not going out like Iron Man. They look at it and they're just like, oh hell no. Vacating the area fast as hell. And nah, hold up. How is Itadori dusting Todo right now? After all the fighting he's gone through, he's still able to move like that? That gotta be some type of feat. Let me know. They turn the corner, and as they're running, they see a spike trap appear. And this is where Todo shows his ability to think quick on his feet. He already had 2 rocks equipped on him, so he throws it to the side, claps, and allows him to narrowly escape. And now Mahito's starting to get tired of Todo's shenanigans, so he's gonna throw his soul in between to ISO Todo. And to be honest, I felt he should have went into the other direction and ISO Itadori instead, now that he's all alone. But oh well, he runs out and turns these forces.
Cause like you already put the beats, you already put some beats on that nigga. He a little bit weaker, I would say. Why would you go after the main nigga? That's the strongest nigga right now. That don't mean that's not the smartest thing to do.
Civilians into swords to toss at him. So he runs, then hops into the cart to avoid it, which is just another good play by Todo. He decides to start running at him, and then he's just like, nah, hold up, I got something for him. Then sneaks out of there. Todo looks to the side like, nah, where he going? Jumps out the cart and sees Mahito turning civilians into Soul Eater characters.
Oh my.
Dual wielding them too. And you could tell he's not a real swordsman for real, as he tries hitting him with this weak ass swing, but he barrel rolls under it. That boy Mahito swung so high you think he aiming for Yao Ming. He runs away and jumps off the platform, dodging another slash. Then he's gonna jump off this wall and almost lands a clean kick, but Mahito manages to lean back. And this next scene is raising some questions, because he returns with a simultaneous swing to which Todo catches with his fingers, and a third arm comes out to try and touch him. But tell me how he claps out of this. I know you saw the position.
It was that ass. It was that ass. It was that ass, Chad. You know what I'm saying? It was the motherfucking geeks. Nigga back there like, oh god, making that motherfucker bounce.
He was in. How did bro possibly clap? You know what? I don't even want to know anymore. Let me stop asking questions.
You know how.
Todo's gonna kick him into the elevator, and that shit is just gonna close on its own and take him up. No buttons pressed or anything. Yeah, man, so much unexplained shit is going on right now. Place might be cursed or haunted or something. I don't know. So now Itadori and Todo are gonna link up to take the stairs, and Mahito is just standing there like, darn, they caught me. No clue why you looking like that. And this next play is absolute cinema. Todo's gonna grab this rock and place it into Itadori's hand, and someone in MLB gotta sign him, because man, this form is impeccable. All the qualities of a golden arm. You could show this as teaching material. That's for real how magnificent this animation is. But he beams the rock, creating this one for all Might ass setting, and Todo teleports with a smile that resembles no one other than All Might.
Is so
He's
clean.
gonna load up his form and kicks Mahito with a black flash, causing him to spin dash backwards.
That
and
shit
he's
was
gonna use
so
one hand to stop
clean.
himself from crashing into anything and land softly, seemingly taking no damage. And Mahito's gonna be like, you know what, I want a different scenery. Hurls up souls and launches them to break the ceiling above, pushing Todo and YUJI up and out in the open, making them stand off again and getting ready to box for another round. So Itadori and Todo are gonna hit each other with that look, and they instantly knew what time it was. Toto's gonna clap, putting Mahito in a trap position, but Yuji jumps from a distance, gearing to kick Mahito, but he severs his head to avoid the attack, and his body's gonna turn into this.
Like, just sometimes they give these, bro, piss me off, bro. Like, what is we doing? How did you get here? Make no fucking sense. It's about to, niggas was about to clean your shit. You can just take your head off your body? Fuck off. That be pissing me off, boy.
This abomination and start violently attacking them. Meanwhile, Mahito regrows another body, and he's gonna use multiple souls to create this being, posted up and standing next to it. Brody had to make sure he got his flick in before subbing him in, and he was looking like a unit. Look at that running form. Toto wasn't worried though, as he tries to make an elite play against it. He's gonna try to utilize the clap to make Mahito hit his own creation, but the reaction speed made it too easy for it to dodge. But hey, Toto wasn't done making plays though. As this thing jumps at Itadori, Toto makes him swap positions to have an open attack on an off-guard Mahito. Last time he seen him, bro was still hitting this pose by himself. He gets sent back, but he's able to block it, and Itadori's gonna press up, keeping him on the defensive. While that was happening, Mahito's culmination of souls rushes to Toto, making him weave, attacking back. It weaves too, and hits him with a spinning back fist. The smack was so loud it had Itadori in the back screaming his name like Sam with Wiki. Then he's gonna gut check him and launches him through the building. So naturally, I'm sat up in my chair. I'm like, oh shit, we got another elite fight on our hands. Then the abomination lands, making Toto move out the way and pick up the hammer, plotting to hit the cleanest move of the episode. He's gonna toss that bitch past him and teleports behind him. That
motherfucker was so clean. Boy, he's finna rain with the power of 1,000 fish.
He's gonna toss that bitch past him and teleports behind him. Move was so saucy, I saw flashes a Minato, and he punches him to the ground. But that was it. That was all he needed to end the fight. It was.
He was about
already.
to fuck that nigga up some more.
So put all the attributes into offense and nothing else. So these creations are built to hit the Caleb City after one punch. The camera then goes on to Yuji and Mahito's fight, and Itadori's just skating on the souls like some Sonic rails. And when we see Mahito, he's just standing there like they filming a JJK opening. What is he posing like that for? And Itadori must have been wondering the same thing too, because he jumps at him with a double kick and he catches it, swings him around, and launches him buildings away. And
God damn!
Mahito got you face first sliding on the ground, gang?
God
This is
damn.
nasty work. And bro, I do not remember him having all that strength to just be casually launching dudes away, out there moving like pre-yoga Hulk. Mahito makes a mistake though, because as he chases him down, he sees that he throws him right to his duo. Only Toto can make his smiling ass this irritating, so he had to come up with a plan to get him out of here, and he got it. He remembers what Gojo's OPS did to save all those people on the subway, and he copies it. Opening his domain for 0.2 of a second, avoiding the wrath of Sukuna, and he was able to hit Toto with the idle transfiguration on his left arm, forcing him to cut his shit off. And this reminded me of when the Raikage had to do that shit too. Had to chop his shit off because he got hit with the Amaterasu. But yeah, now he's vulnerable. So Mahito closes the distance between them and hits him with the black flash.
Damn.
I thought it was over for bro. I had to turn away. But again, this man's ability to think on his feet. Yes, I'm glazing.
Yes,
He puts all his cursed energy to the point of attack, and it saves his own life. But he comes out with a nasty bruise. But this now makes him even more vulnerable than before. He can't do that again. And Mahito's evil ass knows it. He looking at him like,
there's no way out of this one. You're done.
So he rushes at him, but Toto's amulet breaks off and distracts Mahito, putting him in a genjutsu where he's getting his ass beat for whatever reason. And Toto's able to use his ability by using Mahito's hand, and Itadori pulls up Toto.
That is so
hitting him with a black
gas.
flash and sending him out of there. That gotta be peak frustration right there. He backed him into a corner twice, and he
Use
still
that
gets out
nigga's
of it.
hands for
Yeah,
your
at that
ability is
point,
crazy.
You just gotta say he got it and move on. Since Toto touched Mahito's hands directly, it got his shit looking like chum bucket food.
Chum
And on top
bucket.
of being severely injured, he just gonna have to sub out, leaving Mahito and Itadori to a 1v1. And just when you think
that
shit
squabble.
couldn't get any worse, this man Mahito is going to get a whole new transformation. And this is exactly how I thought it would look. Stupid as hell. You see the shit he be making on the regular? If you practice trash, you become trash. Look at him. He really think he got that shit on. Hell no, that shit is not
It's
tough.
whack.
I'd rather turn into second form Cell or Barricade than be that shit. Mind you, bro could have made himself anything for real, but ended up with that. But Whatever, I guess. They run at each other and Itadori throws the first kick, but it gets caught in a scarf. So Mahito's like, oh yeah, you wide open. Tries using the tail to attack him, but he rips it and steps on the tail, nullifying the attack. So now he's sitting there like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have added that weak ass shit, and they got back to scrapping. He tried throwing a punch, but Itadori's gonna cleanly block it and counter it with the rib punch. But the hardened skin made it impossible to get through. And that was making me wonder, how the fuck is he?
Yeah, how you, like, after that's like, how the fuck are you gonna kill this nigga? Bro, why does this nigga get, bro, he's not like that for real. Like, he like that, but he not like all the way like that. Why is he, bro, 3 side characters got the beats or died. A main character fighting his whole time, fighting a nigga the whole time. 3 side characters, either fucking 2 side characters die, and one of them is damn near death for this nigga to die, bruh.
Supposed to beat him if he got the Mark 11 Iron Man armor on. The blade comes out of his arm, he slashes, and Itadori jumps back, but not without getting cut. So now he's holding his arm like Vegeta. And it's looking grim for Yuji. An injury to one of his arms, and his opponent got a
burning his whole life luck in one night, right?
Indestructible armor. Yeah, nah, bro. I was watching, hoping Toto will come to the rescue one last time, but Mahito rushes him again, scrapping, and this time Itadori is keeping up, blocking, weaving, and all that. It was looking good. Ended up looking like an evenly matched Dragon Ball fight, but he's gonna push him off though, slashing his skin yet again and holding him to a defensive stance. Then he's gonna do a move only him and like Omega Shenron can do by extending the spikes on his body to attack. He dodges and goes in on offense, but the punches were sounding like it was hitting straight iron. And to make it worse, this man Mahito is gonna hit the Frieza pose, taunting him while he attacks.
Jesus.
He does the spike move again, and this time he cuts a part of his face off.
Oh
then
my.
he's gonna grab his face and broly him through the ground, changing the stage for the 50th time. Like, pick a spot, bro. Damn. Anyways, Mahito rushes him again, but the damage finally catches up to him. Makes him stop mid-rush to cough up blood like he Itachi, and he even hits the iconic pose, making me believe that this fight is way closer than it seemed. Mahito's gonna stomp the water, causing a tidal wave, and it engulfs Yuji. But he knew he had to stay focused. Stood there to charge up his cursed energy and dispels the water. Mahito tries to sneakily use it as cover though, and catch Itadori with the blade arm, but he narrowly dodges it. And now it's time for Itadori to go on offense, but he didn't even give him the chance. Cause Itadori's gonna turn to Mahito with his fist up, and it scares him off. And I mean, look at him. He looks like death
Nah,
itself.
he
I can't even
dead
win.
ass.
Mahito is just running around him, trying to confuse him with speed, like how
Fuck.
Rock Lee did with Gaara. There's only one problem though. Itadori specializes in hands. So the sneak doesn't work. He turns, throwing a punch that brushes past his and reaches him. But he's gonna drop the armor, and the punch is just gonna slip off him like he rubbed himself in butter. And that leaves Yuji defenseless,
Jesus.
or so we thought. He makes this big chest move by using that Virgin Fist, which is a delayed attack on the opponent, to secure the game. And just as things were getting good, it gets even better, because the man, the myth, the legend, Toto comes back. And don't ask me how there's a sun behind him, because I don't know. But he's over there talking about he don't need 2 hands to clap for real, causing Mahito to get caught way off guard, leaving him wide open for the final Black Flag. But the thing is, that attack didn't even kill him for real. The punch made him slim down like All Might, took all his gains away. Look how scrawny he got him looking now. And the crazy part is, this is not the end of the humiliation. He's gonna have the literal coldest walk down of all time, because he makes the background change. Got Brody daydreaming in the nighttime. He think he running through the cold for real. He's gonna trip and turn around to see Itadori, and he's gonna have the hardest flick. He may not have gotten the final blow, but hey, the frame is tough though. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for 663K. We moving. Also, new gaming video up on the other channel. Check it out.
This nigga only drops gaming videos when he drop on the main. Nigga drop all the time, bruh. Golly. W video. I thought he had a sponsor for this video. I was waiting for it. Oh, nah, deadass Cinema. I was about to say Cinema, bruh. Cinema, bruh. Cinema. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. Cinema. Fuck you, time out. That was a great fight. Great fight. Shout out Semina. Oh God, Semina. Shout out to boy Super, bruh.